Good morning everyone, it's Maria Russell here with you today, and I am back for Trinity stamps. I'm going to share with you this fall Slimline card showcasing the Treetop Adventure stamp set. This is a really cute stamp set and is made perfectly for Slimline dies, and it features this huge tree with the tree house and the kids, as well as some other images that you can add to your scene. I'm also using a sentiment for almost everything. This stamp set is a must-have because it has all of the sentiments that you need for your cards. I'm also going to use the blending brushes from Trinity, and I'm using two here with the white bristles, as well as my Harmony quick dry dye inks, this distress oxide peacock feathers, and a cloud stencil. And this is the card that we're going to make today. To begin, I'm going to stamp the images on some Nina Solar White cardstock, and I've already cut the cardstock to 3.5 by 8.5, and I'm just going to stamp this using the Spectrum Noir alcohol proof ink. To color the images, I'm going to use my tri-blend markers as well as my classic markers and also some Copic markers. Before I color them though, I'm going to use the blending brushes to just add some colors to the tree. Since this is quite a huge image, I thought that it's better to blend some colors, and then the tree trunk with the leaves, I will be using my markers to color them in. Since this is a fall theme card, I was using the yellows and the golden yellow, which is the lemon tonic, and the honey pot. Now I'm going to use my tri-blend markers to color the images in. This is not going to be a long coloring, so don't worry, I'm not going to bore you. But if you would like to skip this, please go ahead and skip the coloring process. Since this is a huge card, as you can see, there were a lot of images to color, so I will only mainly show you how I colored the tree and also the tree house. To die cut the image, I am going to use the coordinating die, and I really love how Tanisa designed these dies because it actually cuts the side and the top, so that if you have a card base that is bigger than what you have here, then you can basically make a bigger card. But I really love that design. Since I didn't do a good job on the lining up of the dies, I actually use my scissors to cut them out slightly. So now I'm just coloring the bottom using a combination of the yellow golds and the green, because this is a fall card, so the ground should be a little bit yellow and green. And I don't know about you, but I do save a lot of my Nina Solar white cardstock, so I just stamp the images here and color them in already using my tri-blend markers. And I basically repeated all the colors so that it's more cohesive, and you will see that, you will notice that I use a lot of the reds and the blues and the pinks and stuff like that, so that it doesn't get too busy. So now I decided to add another grass hill, so I will be using this die set and die cut them out. And I have another piece of Nina Solar white cardstock here, which is my card base, and it was cut down to 8.5 by 7, folded in half. Now I'm just going to use the stencil and the Distress Oxide ink to add the clouds, and I did a heavier hand here with the colors because I have a lot of yellows, so the background should really be darker than the yellows, and it worked out just fine. To add more dimension to the project, I am going to adhere the main image using my fun foam and my ATG gun. Sometimes I do this because to save, especially when the images are big, to save on some foam adhesive, I will use my fun foam. I do keep them in a jar, especially the little pieces, because you can basically use them up on your project. So that's what I did over here. The grass hill will be adhered using my ATG gun, and then the images with the girl and the boy and a couple of the other images will be added using some liquid glue and some foam adhesive. I really had so much fun creating this card because this stamp set is so packed full of images that you can add to create your scene. Like, look at those little banners, they are so cute, and there's also that flag with the skull and the little birdhouse. Basically everything that you need to create a really cute scene for your cards, so this is a must-have. The sentiment was stamped using a sentiment for almost everything stamp set, and it was stamped using some Versamark ink, and I sprinkled some white embossing powder on that, and then I die cut it using a die from my collection, and now I just added that to the card. I really had so much fun creating this card, and I think it turned out really cute. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you like the card and this video, please don't forget to give this a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by today, and don't forget to check out all of the project inspiration on the blog, YouTube channel, and Instagram. Thank you so much, and happy stamping!